What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody tuning in. I had to talk about this Big Sean situation, man. Big Sean is getting a lot of hate on social media right now, especially Twitter. He was doing an interview and he basically mentioned how, well, he made a mistake. And the mistake he made was speaking about not only how magical women are, but how black women are the closest thing to God. That was very much so his first mistake. I think his second mistake was believing that black women was going to accept this, that they were going to feel good about this. Because as long as this guy is with this woman and it's not shown that he has been with any American or wherever black woman, he should have known that this was going to be an instant regret. And he's getting hammered on social media by melanated women that think he's a hypocrite because he's never shown that he's willing to date any of them publicly. Now he's with Jaye, right? And he's been with Ariana Grande. He's been with Naya Rivera. You know, he's always had a collection of attractive women who have been racially ambiguous or non-black. And I just don't understand this mindset from these guys, man. They're so quick to try to. Now, again, I thought this talk was over. I thought this talk about how the black woman is God, this talk's over. And I like Big Sean. I think Big Sean is a cool person. He seems like it. You know, he's talked about mental health issues. Now, he was originally on the Drink Champs. I think they wanted him to respond to what Kanye said about him, and he did. So he did an interview speaking on that. But in this most recent interview and comments, he was actually getting praised for that, by the way. I think he just made a mistake. I don't think Big Sean's a bad guy. I don't think he should be getting criticized. I mean, it's his opinion. I am not a believer in saying that the black woman is God, because I don't believe it. How can I accept something I don't believe? They're nowhere near God. Nowhere. I mean, look at what's going on in this country. I mean, we could do a whole video. We could do a whole live show on this. I could do a series of videos on why the black woman is not God and never will be. And there are black women themselves that would tell you, Big Sean, and other you males that want to put them on a pedestal that they are not God. And you have to stop doing this or you're going to make yourself look bad. And that's exactly what happened with Big Sean. Let's get into this article. This is from Essence, right? Big Sean says black women are the closest thing to God. Tonight, season 2 of the hit BET comedy drama 20s comes to an end, which means saying a temporary goodbye to some of our favorite characters and eye candy on the show, like Big Sean. The Detroit rapper says Tristan, the Zen love interest of Nia, and while the finally famous artist isn't an exact carbon copy of his on-screen character, he does admit they share some similarities. I can relate to the essence of him because there are times where I am not on social media. There are times when I am on social media. There are times when I put my phone down and leave it somewhere so I can relate to wanting to disconnect from the grid and go offline, Big Sean told Essence. As an entertainer, Big Sean and Tristan, who is a photographer, share a common professional thread as artists, though the actor isn't always in alignment with some of the personal choices his character makes. I don't agree with everything he does or he acts or how he acts or how he says things, but I can see where he's coming from, he admits. One of those things is how Tristan handles his love life. In this latest season, Nia runs into Tristan and confronts him about ghosting her, something Big Sean doesn't think he's ever done in real life. Have I ever ghosted a girl? He asked, repeating my question. Nah, not like that. I don't know. If I'm being real, maybe, but not like that. In my whole life, I'm sure I've been ghosted too. Yes, I have been. I can see that. Now, the reason why I'm reading this because I want to get a full context of Big Sean's comments, because I don't want to just look at a clip or see some people speaking about it and not give you the full context. I want y'all to have the full context of what was being said. Nonetheless, playing a young black man who particularly spiritual sound has helped the 33-year-old stay committed to his own personal self-care practices. It helped me evaluate some of the things that I truly do believe in, like walking in your purpose. That's one of the things in evaluating who you really are. Big Sean says of playing Tristan, those were parts that were already a part of me, so it was easy for me to express that, and has always been a good reminder to hear things like that when you're navigating through life. And when it comes to working in a predominantly woman-led environment on the set of 20s, he's all for it. So he's basically getting into why he's speaking about why women are God, because he's on a show that is produced by Lena White. Y'all know the infamous lesbian producer, actress. I believe this is show executive produced by her. There's predominantly women working on there. Women are magical, he says. Black women are the closest thing to God. Y'all be creating life. It's funny how the doctor broke it down to me. He was like, we all come out of a black hole, just like the universe was birthed and is really deep and really deep when you get down to it. Listen, man, I can see what he's saying, but yes, women can give life. You know, there's the same could be said with animals. You know, there's animals that give life, right? Life is all around us. But I think that he may have been speaking from a spiritual aspect, but all he did was open a can of worms. That's all Big Sean did, was open a can of worms. You can't be going out there talking about the black woman as God and thinking that people are not going to get at you on social media. As a matter of fact, let's switch over here to this article from Black Chronicle. Twitter dragged Big Sean over his alleged love for Beckys and biracial women. The reason why I read y'all that article, I wanted y'all to get the full context of what he was saying. Now, was he saying it as in the black woman is God? Or no, I don't think that's what he originally went for. But I think Big Sean should be savvy enough to know that his words were going to be picked apart, because a lot of black women are very insecure. A lot of these, especially a lot of these Western black women, they don't like the fact already that there are black men that can date any woman that they want. I mean, any woman in the world a black man can get. They're not out here struggling when it comes to dating. Black men have options, and these women know this. And they see a guy like Big Sean who's dating a racially ambiguous female, and he's talking about how the black woman is the closest thing to God, and they're gonna feel some type of way because these women ain't got options like that. I don't care what they say, because if they are dragging him for his comments, it is because of the fact that they are miserable and they can't date who they want. Okay, they have to take the freaking pink pill and read books and do goofy videos attacking black men in order for them to be able to get a tiny bit closer to dating out. That's how miserable these people are. And I really wish Big Sean was more savvy, because maybe he said, you know, I'm working on an all-female show. You know, I have all these women around me. I want to say something good about them. Brother, all you ended up doing was basically you basically activated the bitter gene in a lot of these women. And again, I don't think Big Sean is out here trying to hurt feelings and get people in their feelings. I just think that when you are a black man and you exercise your options, you're not supposed to say anything about black women unless it's in a good light. But even then, they will attack you. I just think that Big Sean set himself up for failure in this. This is why you don't say anything like this. You could say women are magical, but when you say black women are the closest thing to God, then they're going to look at, well, look who he's with. He's not with a black woman. Even though I think it's ridiculous, I really do, because you have black women who date out who still have things to say about black men. It's crazy. But you don't see black men collectively getting in their feelings, because usually what they say is negative. It's never positive. So, but in this case, Big Sean was saying something positive and he got attacked for it. That's just where we're at, people. And these same women wonder why they can't keep a man. They wonder why they can't keep a man. They wonder why the dating struggle is real. Rapper Big Sean sent a special shout out to black women for being magic in a recent interview, but unfortunately the praise sent social media to a tizzy, with viewers accusing the star of pandering. Non-believers of the rapper who are currently in a relationship with Jaye, felt like he was being superficial with his words due to his romantic past. After comparing black women to God amid his conversation with Essence journalist Brandon Victorian, the finally famous star got slammed for having an alleged history of adorning Beckys and biracial women after blowing up in the music industry aside current girlfriend. Big Sean has also been linked romantically to late Glee star Naya Rivera, Ariana Grande, and rumored fling Nicole Scherzinger. Can't say her name. Nicole is why I say her name is. Oh man, you see how they took this one clip, they took this one quote and they went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Black women, I feel, are the closest thing to God. Y'all be creating life, and it's funny how this doctor broke it down to me. He was like, we all come out of a black hole, just like how the universe was birthed. It's really deep. One Twitter user put, then Big Sean must be an atheist because y'all say all this about black women, then exclusively date non-black women. I'm confused. Well, I'm not, and I would tell a lot of you to your face that you're undateable, and I would never call you the God. There's nothing godlike about the majority of you. You're bitter, you attack people who say good things about you. So what if he's dating Beckys and non-melanated women? A lot of you worship non-melanated men. So I mean, I just don't understand this. You got a lot of these white male worshiping heifers on social media in their feelings because Big Sean says something good about them. Do you not understand that Big Sean has a black mother? Black female family members? He could be speaking towards that, not you disgruntled heifers on social media. Maybe you wanted him to be specific. This is why, again, Big Sean, I would tell any of you guys, stop saying the black woman is God. You sound ridiculous saying this. And he tried to, again, he was speaking on his character being spiritual. I think he tried to take the spiritual route, but it didn't work. Big Sean didn't work, man. And again, I don't think Big Sean is in the wrong. If he's wrong for anything, it's for him saying this. But see, once again, you even try to say something good about these women and they get upset. So what if he ain't with a black woman? A lot of y'all ain't with a black man. By yourself. Let me think in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll see y'all in the next video.